would you put...
Hold on. I have to go find that flash drive again.
Click must be at work.
Yes. Sir Crankiness is at work.
Sir Crankiness. Was this morning rough?
Hello? Good day. Oh, I can't wait for that +4. I can't wait for that +4 on my wisdom and charisma.
What's the +4 from?
Magic item. I've already got the +2 version. Eventually I'll get around to building the +4 version.
Like in eyeshadows? They desperately need to come off. Do you see how far out they've grown?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Pathfinder, where we talk about eyeshadow and nails and such that...
Obviously.
But like, not in depth enough to be entertaining even to people that are into that kind of thing. We just mention them.
In passing.
Yeah. We want to make sure we don't actually entertain anyone, not just, those people.
The thing about doing my eyes except for every one of these pictures is different and it's fucking me up.
Let me see, I think I could do that.
I could do it, but look at them.
Yeah,
each one is different. And at first I thought they were all the same, and I'm like, these are not the same. I just don't know if I want to go that bright to work today or not. Find out.
So I'm going to pause this video because apparently we're really not ready yet.
Have you ever done drinking? I'm going to make sure we don't do it the same night as yours, but we're going to have a Halloween party too. And y'all are more than welcome to it.
I do not remember the date of ours.
27th.
Hey, ours is on the 27th.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Okay, so last night I started work on the phylactery of negative channeling, the ironstone that I'm going to make of it. And in 17 days, if I actually sleep once a week, it'll be done. It'll be 15 if I don't, but I'm probably not going to bother the spell for 2 weeks straight to...
It took us 5 years to get here.
How long
Yeah.
How long it is?
About
Oh, damn.
5 years, right?
It's fine.
I don't fucking know.
I got a husband I can cuddle with.
He's a good cuddler now.
Yeah. I've had it once and I've been fiending ever since.
Brian calls it the puppy pile.
Oh, God. That takes on a whole new meaning at my house because there really are like 4 puppies I'll pile up on.
Oh.
Especially the big Yogi that just loves
What am I
his
putting
Uncle
on
Chris.
this? I'm sorry.
So in 15 days, negative channeling iron stone is done if I'm not sleeping at all, and in 17 days is if I'm sleeping once a week.
Do you not have to sleep?
Not particularly.
Fuck you.
I have to spend a 2nd level spell every day to be able to do it, and
How do you
eventually
find
get
the
something.
spell list? How do you find the spell list? Like, I'm a bard, and Chandler says I can cast spells that are not on the bard spell list, but those spell lists I can
I
find.
didn't say that.
That's what I kept being told. You and who was it? I think it was Ryan. So the bards are useful because we can cast any spell.
No.
Never mind then.
Not at all.
This is also why I'm not playing vampire. I can't get the rules straight for Pathfinder or a straight answer.
Vampire's easy. I mean, by the way, all y'all are welcome to come play vampire. In fact, I insist on it. It's once a month.
Just let me do your makeup.
Once a month, we pretend to be vampires for a night.
Yeah, once a month we do vampires for night. Stab your best friends in the back. It is the greatest game ever if you want to kill somebody and you don't want to go to jail in real life.
I should have brought my book. I have a full tote full.
But you still kill a person in real life?
Wait, is that finally happening?
You go to jail.
I'm so glad I came.
I
I know, honey, I know people. We're not going to jail today.
Did you want to go to jail?
Ew.
No, seriously.
Honey, I know people that
Where
can
do we
wipe your
go?
entire existence off the face of this planet.
Y'all are in Danston still, right?
No.
No.
I was in the boneyard, and I was gonna have to like spend the night there so I could remember to prepare so that I should prepare spells to come back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I used to have one less fifth level spell, but
To be fair, you saw he tried to sit way over there, and I specifically chose the seat so he could sit here.
But he actually listened to you.
We're playing the game. Shush, Ash.
Now I'm even more jealous. He never
was I saying?
suffocates me.
Sleeping in the boneyard to prepare spells.
okay, so they were still at the wizard's place.
Make rolls.
And I'm gonna plane shift back and wind walk back to them. Crap, yes, I really do need to get like multiple cure spells so that I can
Put a base
do all
layer
of that.
foundation on. I cannot contour for shit, so I don't.
What can you do with your slime so far, Lena? You can harden it.
I can harden it and I can shoot it out like a snake.
Shit, that's.
So it's like I can make a punching.
And you can collect it into one spot.
Yeah, and it's like.
Hey, Artemis.
Artemis! What are you doing, Artemis?
Yay.
I got so many notebooks that I got. I don't have your notebook though.
I was about to ask, is Chandler's in there? Is that a part of it?
Is it?
No.
Yay.
Will you check? What color is that?
It's big and pink. Black and white. Small and pink. And tinier and red. I want a tiny red one, but I think I have something that I don't know.
So you have a big dude, a dog, a small dude, and a dog dude.
Where is plane shift?
I have a shopping list in that notebook. Hi, Irene. 1 second.
Sausages, and more sausages.
Sorry, I forgot when I was preparing these that I wasn't actually back in the real world, in the material plane yet. And that has complications involved.
Do you have to remind yourself of that in the real world?
No, I just don't come back. Makes it
Okay.
easier.
Thank you.
It's too bestiary, so I can use something to use as a template.
Hello, Josh. How are you?
This color is darker.
I'm doing
than
great.
So on that palette.
I'm taking better than
That's how that's called. So.
Like, because I put that blue
Sure.
on one day, that like it looks pretty and like a medium blue. And it looks
Bandersnatch. Ha ha. Oh.
25.
Well, that's a CR 17.
Jen. Jen.
25?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the matter? Jerry just walked out. Come on, dog. Jesus.
But I love you.
There's that cat-sized blue elephant.
Oh.
That's adorable.
I named him Azure.
Okay, so when I get back, I will cast Wind Wall or Wind Walk on everyone so we can go. I'm just gonna look up a dice roller instead of actually doing all of that right now. Oh, on this particular dice roller, it goes up to 4 D100, but not 5.
Disappointing.
229.
Do you need a dice roller?
31. No, I just got it. Let's see.
Why is it called a whore?
I got a dice in my hand.
I already got it.
I don't have a dice or
Well, because I was having to roll 5D percentiles.
I don't know if we can
That's a lot of rolling for me not having my thing out yet and eating popcorn.
Which one mine is? Yours. No, I just.
Okay, so when I planeswalk, I end up 260 miles from
I
the
just don't let it
wizard's
I don't have a phone.
town
I've been
thing.
out for about 3 weeks now. It's annoying. It is as annoying as it is liberating.
Right? I went about a week without mine because I got pissed
So wait, which will take me.
Well, they turned off my
Is that right?
and didn't tell me. So, fuck y'all, turn it off. Shit.
Oh, divided by 16.
My dad got tired of me not having phone and just like I went.
Which actually takes me 4 1/3 hours to get back. So I'll be there around like noonish, I'd say.
Alright.
However, I just realized with the bubble, did that stop Windwalk when I came through the first time? Or like, does that stop it every time you pass through, or because it was dispelling magic?
Oh yeah, it would.
That's really annoying. That is incredibly annoying.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna have to prepare Windwalk 4 times today. Means I won't have a second as well. Yeah, we're not going to fight the cloud today. We are going to go sleep somewhere and then fight it tomorrow so I can get back all of the spells I just had to use just getting us to somewhere.
That's fine. Oh, you laugh when she does it.
I didn't hear what she said. I'm
Oh.
laughing at something else.
I was like, you dick.
No, I found a thing in the bestiary. It's the Cat Lord. The Cat Lord is
I know.
effectively immortal
I
and
knew
nearly
he was
impossible to
saying
slay. When slain, the Cat Lord's soul reforms in the astral plane within 9 days and inhabits another feline on the material plane, and the Cat Lord
And I got hit
reforms.
for my effort.
No form of magic, such as magic that would contain or trap his soul, prevents this. To permanently kill the Cat Lord, it is thought that one must destroy every feline in existence, so his soul has no creature to inhabit.
That's an impressive immortality
You
trait,
gotta kill all
actually.
the kitties.
That's
No!
harder than a lot of.
Yeah.
Like, even the Horseman of Death is. You have to kill him 5 times in one day in 5 separate planes. That might actually be easier than making sure you've exterminated every cat. That's interesting.
He's only CR 15.
Well, he's a cat.
He's a medium neutral cat. Lord.
Don't forget the Lord.
He doesn't like it when you forget the Lord.
Don't forget the Lord.
Worked
Okay.
hard to attain that status. Chris, are you recording?
Yes.
I like all the random side going on in your recording.
Okay, so I also just realized we were actually waiting like a few more days still for her to finish with the wizard, because I just jumped to the plane.
She looked over and she just.
So after she's done, and I think during that time I will, since there's nothing going on, I'll work on the thing during the day and actually sleep at night.
I need more sugar in my coffee. I need more sugar in my coffee.
Which creamer did you use?
I used a powder creamer.
Alright. You can use the liquid if you want.
Well, I didn't know there was. So.
There's sugar cookie, honey creamer. I prefer if you use the honey, honestly, because no one else seems to want to drink that.
I'll use honey then.
You don't have to, though. I think I'm the only one who really likes it, and I don't like it in my coffee. It's better for tea.
It is definitely better for tea. I'm actually glad that you found it, because I started buying it at my house for a
I
little
will say
tea that I
too,
drink.
will you let me know when I'm, like, keep track of when I'm not sleeping, I'll tell you when I'm not or whatever, so that I know when to start having to do heal, like when I start feeling the effects of it, basically.
When's the last time you slept?
Well, like I said, I'm sleeping now.
Okay. And then
Like, I'm sleeping while we're waiting for her.
gotcha.
And then after I start traveling again, I'll go back to just doing restoration.
Where was the wizard's place? I remember. He's in this little valley
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of nowhere. I remember.
Oh yeah, the Giants drove them.
I don't remember the name of this town.
Me either. I don't know if we heard it. Oh, I'm also going to do Book Award while I've got some time here. So I'll do
What does that
like
do?
one.
So
It protects a
2
small
more days
object.
pass where this wizard.
So you're basically
Inspect
just
your
protecting the
slime.
magic item.
I feel like I was
The book that I've got, the fire book.
Right.
Okay,
Let us
then
know.
I do it on that.
Thank you. I just didn't want to.
Because it also makes it waterproof.
So a couple more days go by, and the wizard does his work on you.
Ooh, I'm a math subject. Ooh.
Comes to the conclusion that the only way to get this off of you is probably to kill the thing controlling it. He says that shouldn't have it. Killing the hive mind should not have any adverse effects on you, though. Shouldn't.
Other than death.
Well, he sees there's a higher level cleric with you. He assumes that's okay.
Yeah, high level cleric of death dying isn't that big of a deal. I feel like, oh no. Let me put that soul back in there real quick.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. If I died, it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
But Valky apparently has like 3 different resurrection spells. So
Yeah, well, if you cared about me enough to resurrect me, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like when
she
you
knows
first,
you can afford it.
when you first got the slime on you, one of my thoughts for how to get it off was kill you, because it seemed to fall off the bodies when they died, and then just bring you back to life. Like, that's the simplest way to get rid of it.
Yeah, but like,
Get this thing off of me. Okay, this is gonna hurt.
Coup de grace. No, wait, come back.
My bad. Now, this might sting a little.
Hold still, if you ever sing.
Yeah.
Promise.
just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. That point.
So you like that little knife stab
He
right in the
says,
back while they're recovering.
he says if you keep working with it, you might be able to exert more control over it. But when you get close to the hive mind, you're going to be fighting that thing for control.
I'm gonna ask the wizard too. The barrier he's erected seems to dispel spells I've got up. Is there a way he can make it not do that, so I don't have to waste another medium tier spell to leave?
It's up all the time. I have to leave it up all the time. There are many who would very much like to get in here.
Why? Other than you, I guess.
He does not answer that.
Out of game knowledge, but the hole you found to the unjarred.
Oh yeah. A little bit. Alright. So are we ready to go?
Yep.
I tell everyone I'm gonna cast Wind Walk on us so we can leave, because it's a ways to the barrier. And then, but we're gonna travel along the ground so that it doesn't dispel it and we all go splat on the other side if we were, too high up. And then once it gets dispelled, I'll cast it again and we can be on our way.
Oh, that's the cup splitting.
Actually, yeah. While I'm waiting on her, since I've got time,
What else?
I am going to go to Dance and ask Hal about if there's any smallish nation or government or whatever she knows of that she wouldn't mind disappearing, that I could go vent some frustration upon.
Yeah, these people over here get.
Are you doing
on
this
my
before or
nerves.
after the time?
Before. Like, while
You're talking to her.
yeah, while we're still waiting on her to get done with the wizard, I'm going to go do that, because I've got nothing else I'm doing all the time.
So first you're wind walking there.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're wind walking, you can't talk.
Correct.
Shiana comes up next to you. She's also made of wind.
Oh.
And she howls. And then flies away.
Is it like a happy howl or a... Okay. Making sure it wasn't an omen of distress that I was going to completely ignore because I misunderstood.
Oh, no. She's definitely having a good time. But she does not stick around
Okay.
for whatever reason.
Because she's not supposed to be here, I'm guessing.
There you guys want to sneak out? So what's up?
She got bored.
Checking up on her.
Damn it.
Pal.
She's still made of that, like, same yellowish
How's yellow?
hair, though. Like,
Oh.
when she was, like
Oh,
when she
okay.
was- yeah.
Alright.
Cloud is yellow.
So on to dance, then Cal's like, well, I mean, there's a small horde of barbarians that's been giving one of our towns trouble to the west. But it's not that big of a deal. Nothing some soldiers can't handle, I'm sure.
Could you point it out on the map to her?
She does.
I go scout
She
that
just,
out.
she just happens to have a map in her back pocket. She pulls it out and unfolds it. It ends up taking up most of the floor.
That seems reasonable.
She has a pocket of holding.
There's a spell for that, actually.
She's ready for an adventure all the time. Because she doesn't want to be trapped in the castle because she just has it back in her back pocket.
I go scout that out.
As wind,
Yeah. And, like, staying really high above it and not stopping.
but there are about 10 or 15 men. There's some women too, but they don't look like they're for fighting. And then they've got some like dire wolves chained up as well.
Okay.
They have tents, like the 30-year buildings are still, they would be easy to put up in like a day, and aren't going to withstand any heavy weather.
Okay.
So they're definitely not.
Well, that's kind of disappointing, but at least I'll actually be able to take them all on by myself, probably. Alright. Maybe I'll head back.
Do you have any like detect things that are always active?
Not yet.
No? Do you?
No. Not always, actually, but...
No, she doesn't.
What do you
Okay.
mean by, like, detect things?
Moving on.
Detect magic, detect evil, that
detect
kind of thing.
anxieties.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that.
Can you smell fear?
Eventually, I am gonna have permanent aura sight, though. Just need to get around to paying for it.
So y'all are in Danston, or y'all going to Saintsboro?
Saintsboro, I assume.
Yeah, I want to see. I was actually going to ask if you think we should get like one of the Saints help with the cloud.
Well, we had asked some of them to look into it, so we should definitely go see what they've discovered, if anything.
Do I see the cloud?
Yeah, oh yeah. It is completely over at Saintsboro.
No, I thought it was moving.
It is. Slowly.
Like it's supposed to be following me. It wouldn't be on top of Saintsboro.
Oh yeah, you were on the other side of the rift. So if y'all are going to the cloud and it's not to Saintsboro,
I would be like around.
then you are
Dogtown.
actually.
Well, going to Saintsboro first, though. But yeah.
Oh wow, it's just kind of hanging out in the middle of the woods, wouldn't it be?
That's really good.
Yeah, y'all aren't your civilization at all if you're going to deal with the cloud. When you go to Saintsboro, there is a light needle storm going on.
Like evil storm?
Needle storm.
Needle storm.
No. Like sewing needles?
I Google.
Oh.
Ice needles that hang in the air and cut up your lungs if you breathe them.
That's
there.
insane.
Yeah,
Oh, like
sure.
the frozen wastes?
Yeah. Saintsboro is the town right by it.
Ah!
Quote unquote town. Kind of a town. Yeah.
Militia outpost, almost.
They have a few. They don't really have civilians as so much.
Yeah.
The ones that are.
They have people that aren't directly combatants, but they're ready for it because they live there, kind of thing. Kind of like an eye.
Yeah, they're not gonna be good in a fight. Like there are bakers or like cooks there,
but they're acknowledging that they're risking their lives just living there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They assume they're okay. They're under okay protection considering that Shira lives there.
They're the kid in the meme sitting in the kitchen with the fire around them going, this is fine.
This is okay.
This is normal.
Alright, so there's a light needle storm going on,
Okay.
but y'all are made of wind, so I don't know really where am I?
DR10.
I don't remember how much damage it did. I think it was like a D12.
I kind of assume we'd be fine as long as like we don't move too fast. That might do it.
You'll be taking like 1 or 2 damage occasionally.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So you'll make it through. Okay.
I feel really like this drawing this dash. Like spinning.
So you get to Saintsboro. Where are you headed?
I'm going to go seep through the door into the restaurant. That's probably where Shira is because she's normally there. I've heard.
Not today.
Okay. Then
Aurelian is.
Oh.
What?
I don't know if you would know that without going to the room.
Would they tell me?
Do you ask?
I ask if Ashira is there.
I don't know. Her Aurelian's here, but Ashira is out.
Do you know where?
She did not say.
Okay. I guess I'll go talk to Aurelian then.
Went to a booty call.
What?
Went to a booty call.
Do you go to the beads? Do you let the beads do their thing?
Yeah.
Aurelian's hanging out.
Good.
Eating a very large cow.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mayor.
He just eats.
I
Squish. Crunch.
was hoping to find Ashira since she was going to be looking into that cloud and we were going to come deal with it.
Yes, she should be back later today with her final ladies.
Oh, good.
I'm also in the room. I was with them this time.
Do you let the beads do their magic? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is your first time meeting Aurelian. Well, first of all, are you coming with us too?
Yes.
So, didn't he have 6 legs?
Yes, I believe so.
So, Aurelian is this...
Well, first of all, the beads.
Alright. So you walk through a bead curtain, and you feel magic happening to you. Do you resist this magic?
Do I know what the magic does?
No.
Nope.
You feel magic starting to affect you. You've got like a split second to resist it or let it happen.
Resist.
Make a will save.
Here you go.
Thank you.
It'd be hilarious if she made a natural 20.
She did not. What level are you?
7, I think.
Yeah.
What do I do this again?
There should be a stat, your will. Just a will stat.
We'll save.
Oh, 2. Okay, 21.
Oh, yeah, you failed. Nothing bad happens.
Okay.
You feel fortified against fear.
Okay. Oh.
She made you immune to fear.
Y'all are
Or
there.
the spell that just got cast on you made you immune to being fear
Afraid.
affected. Yeah.
That's cool.
And then you walk in and you see why. There is a... Oh, he's large, right? Yeah, there's a large, size category large.
Size category large.
So they like picture,
An elephant?
I guess like an adolescent elephant-sized dragon, except it's got 6 legs. Its tail is like 30 feet long.
40 feet.
And it wraps around the room, and for a dragon, he's like this black color, but he looks very like demonic and emaciated. Like
So like Toothless is evil.
And six-legged.
oh, and you can feel a constant aura of fear exuding from him. You don't feel afraid thanks to the bead curtains, but you can tell it's there.
And what's the bead curtain for? So people don't freak out when they see you.
Yep.
Like they've done, I don't know, every time.
Oh, by the way, this is Nico, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Nico. Nico, meet Aurelian.
Hi.
Does he go like they?
He just nods.
Does he
He nods to you and keeps eating.
bite?
No, I mean, he bites his meal. He has quite impressive teeth.
Well,
If you look closely, there might even be 2 rows.
I thought you were going to say there were 2 rogues stuck in his teeth.
No, there might be a couple of those too. Do you look that close?
Oh God, Sir Eglamour. I don't think anybody here has seen Dragon Hunt.
Alright,
You're not merely chewed in self-defense, but I didn't swallow.
I suppose I will come back later then.
Oh, I love that.
Now
Does he not
imagine
ask
that
about
Sean
John?
Connery's voice. I really like throwing that stuff.
He already knows.
that.
Huh?
He already knows.
Dragon Heart, it's such a good movie.
Alright, then I'll say after we leave his room, but before we leave the restaurant, I'm gonna just poke around a bit. I'll meet y'all back at the inn, I suppose.
Okay.
And
This is your
bless you.
God bless you.
I will say to you, because you haven't been here before, since there's a needle storm going on, do not go outside without being in gaseous form or without a mask. With the needle storm, you don't even want to be out there with a mask, really. But and I gesture to the gas mask that's been hanging off of my hip.
If you look outside, it does look like sewing needles, like glass is just showering from the sky. You don't want to go outside. It does not look like it's going to be a fun time.
Okay.
It's okay when you're in the gaseous form because it gives you DR10. So you'll only occasionally take 1 or 2 points of damage because it's like a D12 damage each round. But if you didn't have that, you would very quickly be taking chunks of damage.
Yeah.
I personally don't care, but yeah. By the way, I'm not telling you this in game, but this is the weather that I have my house built in. Back where it's this all the time.
I've been to it.
Why?
Because no one else is gonna go there.
He likes it alone. He likes to be alone.
Well, I want to have a
Alright,
stronghold because
okay,
eventually I'm going to piss
one.
someone off and I'm going to need to retreat. And I want to go somewhere that they can't easily follow me.
Well, if you piss someone off enough, they probably will still follow you.
Oh yeah, there are ways, but...
And depending who you piss off, they'll probably be easily or not.
Well, most people you'd have to prepare for going there. Like, you'd have to have resist energy, you'd have to have a way to deal with the needle storm, you'd have to have the mask or something, you know? So... it might buy me a day until they have to prepare spells again. Oh, and I'm cutting video here.